Tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, we're going to see who is going to be the number one contender to go after Nikki Bella's Divas Championship. Team PCB, by winning their match at SummerSlam, has been named the number one contenders for the Divas Championship. The only problem is there's 3 girls and they don't want to do a 3-on-1 match. So on Monday Night Raw, we're going to have to play out basically 3 girls going into the ring, having singles matches. No word on who is going to be fighting who, but Paige, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte all going to be going into the ring. Beat the Clock Challenge. One of the worst gimmicks in the history of television, trying to find a number one contender. Honestly, in my mind, I think that Battle Royal is better because it just seems that they always do the same thing, where somebody goes out, they have a great match, they beat somebody really fast. Next thing you know, the second match comes out, they have a good match that goes long, they are unable to do it, and then all of a sudden, the third girl miraculously beats the first girl's time. There's a few different ways that they can plan this out. Basically, Paige can go out there being the Hulk Hogan of her team, being the main girl of the Divas division and the main girl of her own team, and as captain, be the one to go out there and fight Nikki Bella at Night of Champions. Or they can go with Charlotte. Charlotte's the one girl that I think a lot of people are thinking is going to be leading the Divas division sooner than later. She is the daughter of Ric Flair, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Triple H, being a real big Flair supporter, has always been real high on Charlotte, and it's been rumored that once she made it to Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, being a part of the main roster, that she was fastly going to be being pushed as one of the best girls in the division. Or they can go with the wild card, Becky Lynch, who I think a lot of people are saying is going to be catching on in WWE, and it might not be fast, but over time people are going to see that she is the best wrestler in the Divas division that surpasses everybody else. They might not catch on at first, but it's going to be there. There was talks of last week. We didn't catch it because people weren't paying attention, because there was a Raw up for SummerSlam, and they picked that as the match that they were just going to lose their shits and not care about what was going down in the ring. But there were talks that basically this was the start of a long developing angle where PCB was going to break up, because each member of the 3 wanted to be the one to take out Nikki Bella and be the Divas champion. They're great as a unit. They all have the same goal, but when it comes down to it, there's not 3 Divas championships. There's only one. It's not a 6-woman tag belt. It is the Divas championship belt, and only Paige, Becky, or Charlotte can be champion at once. But this is probably the one thing that's going to be leading to them to the right direction, because as of right now, the Divas Revolution started off real hot. All the girls got in there, and all of a sudden we got 3 woman teams. We've got Team Bad, we've got Team Bella, and we've got the sorority sisters. Submission sorority, that's who they were. People are getting hot, thinking that, we're going to see this 9-woman tag sort of Survivor Series sort of match. And, they push it all the way into SummerSlam. Way too much time, honestly, in my thoughts. But, some people just get pissed because of the fact that Stephanie McMahon was out there. Some people are getting pissed because none of these matches are really meaning anything in the long run. And, the Divas Revolution starts to lose a little bit of steam. But honestly, in my opinion, once we start getting matches that are fresh, Becky Lynch versus Paige, Charlotte versus Paige, Sasha Banks going up against Paige. Once we get these style of matches that we've never seen before, that are going to be really good wrestling matches, this is when the Divas Revolution is really going to take off. So, let's give this a little bit of time. I think this is going to be another brick in the wall. That's the one reason why I'm picking Charlotte as the one to win the Beat the Clock Challenge and go on to be the number one contender for Nikki Bella, because of the fact that I think that it's going to take seeing Paige's sort of frowny face. When the time expires, she doesn't beat the clock. Charlotte does, and she has to be able to congratulate Charlotte, but at the same time, she has to be mad that she's not getting the title shot to go to it. So that's what I think is going to happen on Monday Night Raw. It's going to be a good one tomorrow night. I'll be watching it live, so I'll check you guys with some live reactions as the show's going on.